All right, this next guy coming to the stage is in every way, shape, and form Big Tim!
My name is Big Tim. My two great passions in life are women and food. And y'all can tell which one I'm better at, right? Because Wendy's can't get a restraining order. Wendy can.
What you do?
My name is Big Tim Murphy, and I am a stand-up comedian. I'm from Orlando, Florida.
Involved in Izon.
EyeSonOrlando.com. Yeah, I'm the host of a show called Big Tim Meets Orlando, which I was actually the replacement host. The first guy fell out from it fell out, and it was Goddard Eats Orlando, but then it changed to me. And the original idea for it was going to be a man versus food style show where I'd take on stuff, but that's man versus food just with Big Tim. And I kind of guided it into a direction of, well, I would just go and eat stuff and it'd be fun and it'd be more jokey than man versus food, but with less challenges. Partially because I tried to eat 3 pounds of pulled pork and failed miserably because the waitress convinced me I should eat the french fries first. And funny thing about cold french fries, they're okay to eat. Cold french fries are cold. You just cover them in barbecue sauce. Cold pulled pork, the fat coagulates, and it was bad. And we've done a bunch. We did 5 episodes of it, and we're gonna do more eventually. But I wanted to be less gigantic, Tim, because at the time I weighed over 500 pounds. Now I'm down to 350 in about the course of a year. It's kind of hard to go, hey doc, I know you want me to lose all this weight, and we're trying real hard and all, but I gotta go eat 5 pounds of fried onion rings with a gravy milkshake for the show. What do you say?
Triple burger wrapped in donuts and stuff, yeah.
It's not going to work. Or the pie festival again, where they had me eat every kind of pie imaginable, which was fun, except it was in August and 90-degree weather in Florida. So walking around and, I'd eat bugs. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, that was a good
Didn't
one.
eat bugs, yeah, and then I puked in my hard hat.
What got you into it?
What got me? Well, I mean, I've always liked making people laugh, and I was in a soulless job as a business broker for a chain that shall be remain unnamed, just because I don't necessarily want to get sued from them if they attach that to with me now talking about Klan rallies and all. It might not go so well for the corporate image. I've always liked making people laugh, and I finally got the courage one day to go, and I got drunk at the Why Not. I was just barely 21.
Why Not Lounge?
The Why Not Lounge, the famous Why Not Lounge, that had a bonkers open mic, and I told a comedian by the name of Mike Hurley a tag for a joke about inflatable sheep, that you like blow up dolls, and not realizing how annoying that is when a civilian tells you a punchline that's not funny at all. So he says, "Are you going to go up?" And I said, "Well, I'm just kind of scoping it out." And they said, "Well, you're going up." And they put me on the list, and voila, I went up and did 3 minutes of very dirty, horrible material that I'm still ashamed of to this day.
Hurley, was he hosting?
I did. I grew up actually a little neighborhood called Park Manor in a kind of town, Union Park. I'll put it this way, if you sent a letter to my house and you put Orlando, not Union Park, it would still get there. But yeah, so I one day my mom got invited to a barbecue off in Christmas at like a fish camp. And they said, bring the kids. The uncle man who shall be nameless invited us. And we went out. We get there, and it's a bunch of people around. They're all white, but that's not an unusual thing necessarily for a barbecue at a fish camp. They got a classic rock like cover band guys set up, and they got a bunch of food out, and the food's all covered. And as they're taking the covers off the food, they put pamphlets in front of all of them, and the pamphlets get increasingly racist. I mean, the first one was talking about how males are losing their rights. I'm like, all right, well, this is already kind of fucked up. But then I realized it said white males, and then the next one was about blacks keeping people down, or about, Jews were keeping down, and blacks and affirmative action was unfair and such. So I talked to my mom about this. I was like, we are a Klan rally. And she said, yeah, I think we kind of are. So she had me load up a to-go plate, put it in the car, eat, and then get another to-go plate, everyone that came with us, and we left. And she chewed Guy out over taking us to a Klan rally. and we didn't go to another barbecue function he ever invited us to again.
It's probably for the best.
Probably. I mean, we did have a black guy living with us at the time, so yeah.
He didn't go to the barbecue with you?
No, almost did, which would have ended badly, I believe. Probably not on like 1950s level badly, or but still would have ended bad. Still wouldn't have been good. I guess the closest influence, it's more of I'm a little Drew Carey-ish, I guess, because I watched a lot of the Drew Carey show growing up. I mean, I just really, it's more of my stand-up style is just me slightly more exaggerated. Like if you were to party with me, that's basically me on stage. I'm a little more boisterous, and I talk about my passions and foibles and fun things that happened. Not very many literary references, not very much wordplay. Not a big fan of political humor, just because I just don't care. I'd rather talk about titties and Cadillacs and souffles. Actually, I don't think I've ever even said souffle on stage, but souffles nonetheless. My favorite part about stand-up would have to be the feeling you actually get when you turn a room full of strangers who don't necessarily want you to be the center of attention. I mean, the Americans today, they're part of everything, and you just get them to focus on you, and they become on your side. They want to be your friend. I mean, they like what you're doing. It's an awesome feeling. You get the rush from the laughter and all. Man, it's addicting. It really is. I mean, I don't want to do stand up anymore. I have to do stand up because I am addicted. I'm addicted.
Favorite places. I don't know about y'all, but I've been trying to lose weight, and I've been on this diet. I lost 46 pounds in the last 6 weeks. Thank you, Moses. Don't clap that much because I'm still fat as shit. But the point being, a funny little tidbit. When people kind of like me, they clap. When they don't clap. And sometimes they just want me to die of a fat aneurysm. But I've been on this diet, and one of my favorite ways to avoid eating is I go to one of my favorite places on earth, the titty bar. Because I love titties. I don't know about y'all, but I do. Because each one of them's like a snowflake. They're unique and different, and they're really fun to catch in your mouth.
No, I guess the part I like least is there's a lot of politics involved with stand-up. There's a lot of, the fact is, what we're all doing, every stand-up comedian we're all doing this. There's only so much stage time, and there's only so much everything. So whether we like it or not, we're all kind of competing for everything all the time. It's all about who's funniest that night, and yada, yada, yada. And comedy is a subjective thing. That's why contests for comedy are always going to be skewed. That's why, because until I can spike someone's punchline in the end zone, it's not a real contest. It's a popularity contest always. It's not a sport. It's an art. You can't judge it like that. But unfortunately, there gets to be a lot of people who are doing it not so much to get laughs from crowds, but to get laughs from comedians, or to get like a respect, or to try and do a viewpoint or something like that, or to get their message across. My only message, what I aim for with comedy, is it's funny to laugh at jerks, and don't be a Klansman. That's about all I'm aiming for, and I want to know what your tits look like. That's all I'm not trying to save the world. I just want to know what your tits look like.
That's a
I
good
should make
message.
that a t-shirt.
For reals.
I'm glad you enjoyed myself. That came out wrong. That sounded weird.